please get home safely. And for the people that want their home, we're ready for listen to each other about some things we have to jam down. Jamrock, Jamaica land we love. Land of food and water, Bob Marley, Usain Bolt, Vibes, Kartel, Buju Bandan, Jelly and Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson. So more people, we're there peeps. Manners and respect. We're on time tonight. You know what I mean? Up and running. Good night. Soon circle.
Kaboom! Teach them! Always make sure the message reach them. You know, it's Teach Them, the #1 intellectual blogging panel on the YouTube channel. Hey, yo, yellow. Like, subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification button. Hey, yo, we always up to something. Teach them. Hey, yo, yellow. Send the message and make it reach them. It's Teach Them. Right here. Warlord representing.
We there, mama and papa. So take your hands from your jaw, peeps. We there. Good night. Please remember to share the stream and all the places where the stream can be shared. I do mine right now. You understand what I say? In your WhatsApp group, see in your WhatsApp status, Facebook page, Twitter page. You understand? Make sure your whole family watch your thing. You know what I mean? Because when I keep my secret around near, you know. You understand what I say? People. So, give me a look a minute there. 1, 3. Stu, what about you? Testing. After we step out in a way. You understand? Give me a minute there. Boom. Twitter, boom. And you a boom too, you a boom boom. 3, 4, boom down the place, boom. She have man out a beat, boom, boom. Well on the peeps, I don't know anything. Share anything name. Yeah? Right away. Yeah, so we're there now. Earth a run red. That's what Godfrey say. Me and next youth dead. Oh, no. Speaking about Earth around with and Mr. Richie Spice. Richie Spice, big up yourself anyway you're there, brother. You understand? I love said way. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Ready or no, peeps? We are still in a state of worry. We are still in a state of hope and prayer, as my father said, that the coronavirus does not end up in Jamaica. At this point, there have been a few scares. There have been a few rumors that have turned out to be incorrect, thankfully. The situation is as it was when we last spoke. No person in the country has been diagnosed with the coronavirus, but at this point, a number of persons have been placed in quarantine and one person has been placed in isolation. Good night, Sharmlolly. Hope all is well. I figure as much that you're at work. Really and truly appreciate the continued support and your generosity. Appreciate that a lot, my friend. Hopefully you're able to stay tonight. I know sometimes you have to run out quick and fast because you don't know you're up on the work and you have to hide from the boss. Zine, yeah man, but hopefully you're able to stick around tonight. One more sharing peeps, cause share upon my status as upon the next folder. So you see me. Yes sir. So I could talk about the corona situation a little before we move on and get the groove on. And tonight peeps, the stream kinda got heavy like a portion of foolishness going on in Jamaica throughout the week, and we have to talk about some of them things. Big up to the persons who are here for the first time. If you're here for the first time, welcome. I really and truly appreciate your support. If you're giving me a shout out in the comment section, I'm gonna always see them and I kind of wait to look more in the dance for big up some people. But big up on yourself, for big up people periodically. For the people that are there every week, manners and respect like, so I appreciate the ones then. You know what I mean? 13 persons in quarantine, 1 in isolation are made coronavirus safeguards. So there are currently 13 persons in quarantine, and this is one of the quarantine location. I think this one is at the National Chest Hospital. So there are 13 persons in quarantine in Jamaica and one individual in isolation, as the government continues to take steps to lessen the likelihood of the dreaded coronavirus entering the country. So Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton revealed the numbers on Wednesday afternoon as the ministry gave an update on the efforts to keep the disease at bay, or at least to contain it should it breach the local shores. Tufton sought to assure that Jamaicans remain vigilant, that Jamaica remains vigilant in its effort to protect the population from the novel coronavirus. A statement that followed the press conference explained that each traveler from China will be assessed to determine the type of quarantine to be applied. This assessment will be done using a special risk assessment tool, it said. Those determined to be high risk will be quarantined in a government facility. Those admitted to be or determined to be low risk will be quarantined at home and will be followed up daily by healthcare teams at the parish level. Interesting. And as the number of coronavirus deaths near 500 globally, with more than 20,000 people infected and at least 25 countries affected, Tufton reiterated that the restrictions on travel from China, the epicenter of the outbreak, remains in effect. This means that in addition to the usual port health and immigration rules and procedures for air and sea craft, for travelers who have visited China in the last 14 days, the following will apply. 1. Only Jamaican nationals, permanent residents, and those with marriage exemption will be granted landing privileges. All travelers will be subject to immediate quarantine for a minimum of 14 days. Travelers who show any symptoms of the novel coronavirus will be put in immediate isolation. Quarantine facilities are provided by the government in some cases, and isolation facilities are operational at public hospitals. Meanwhile, the ministry is to spearhead the setting up of a national coordinating mechanism as instructed by Cabinet. Now, according to the ministry, based on information currently available, the new coronavirus behaves in the same way as other coronaviruses, which means that the normal processing of goods coming into the country would have rendered them safe. The ministry also noted that while the World Health Organization is currently reviewing measures to deal with the global demand for medical masks, Jamaica does not currently have a stock out of such masks. Does not have a stock out. Yeah, that kind of sound weird. The minister said, I hasten to add that wearing a medical mask is not recommended, except for those persons who will be in close contact with symptomatic individuals. In fact, it may create a false sense of security that can lead to neglecting other essential measures, such as proper hand hygiene, Tufton said. In terms of efforts to protect frontline workers, the ministry said the following have already been taken place. Engage 329 frontline employees at the Norman Manley and Sangsters International Airport, including immigration, customs, port health, airport police, Jamaica Fire Brigade, aviation services, various airlines and management staff at ports. Training sessions have focused on the new coronavirus with respect to role and responsibilities of the point of entries, as well as facilitation of prompt recognition of infectious or potentially infectious persons, and implementation of appropriate interventions. Sensitized some 50 senior nursing managers and 50 physicians from the public health system across the island. Sensitized 50 clinicians, hope I pronounce that correctly, from the private sector, and sensitized representatives from the various professional health groups, including the Medical Association of Jamaica, the Association of Government Consultants, and the Jamaica Medical Doctors Association, together with the professionals supplementary to medicine group. Whoa, that was a mouthful. So the government are taking further steps to try and mitigate against the virus entering our borders, and if such, the measures that they are putting in place hopefully will be able to contain the virus, hopefully in a reach here. So the government also took steps where they have suspended outbound mail items to China and Hong Kong. I suppose they should be not receiving any either, but effective Monday last, the Post and Telecommunications Department will suspend the shipment of all outbound mail items to China and Hong Kong, with the exception of fast-track services until further notices, in light of the fallout from the novel coronavirus outbreak. The government agency says the outbreak has impacted commerce and logistics, naturally, noting that international flights to and from China, the epicenter of the virus, and Hong Kong have been affected. Several countries have imposed restrictions on travel to and from China, and as a result, the department says it has been left with no choice but to cease accepting mail items destined to China and Hong Kong, as airlines have suspended services to those countries. However, it says customers may still utilize the fast-track service to export packages worldwide, except for Wuhan in China. And the agency says it will continue to monitor the situation closely as soon as things return to normal, it will resume operations in the affected area. Yeah? So, I also came across an article somewhere where the government is basically backtracking on some of the points in the press release that says travel to and from China will be banned. I remember reading the article still, but I will probably share that on Sunday. So the situation continues to be a cause for concern. We are still blessed. We are still lucky that at this point in time, knowing the relationship that Jamaica currently has with China and how many Chinese nationals are in Jamaica and moving in and out of Jamaica to and from China, it is really and truly a blessing to, at this point in time, at this stage, there has been no confirmed cases of the coronavirus in Jamaica. I sincerely hope that the information being disseminated, being shared by the ministry and the government is accurate and there's no attempts to color the truth. And as they say, there are no cases here. I hope that is the situation. The coronavirus, by all accounts, has not yet breached our national boundaries. But one disease that has been afflicting us in recent time is the dengue virus. I suppose there has been some form of stabilization and reduction in the number of cases, but it is still a cause for concern. Dengue killed 85 Jamaicans since 2018, and over 10,300 cases have been reported. So at least 85 Jamaicans have died of dengue-related causes between the 1st of January 2018 and the 31st of January this year. Yes, we don't trust them in about sometimes you have to just hope say what them say is true, yeah, sir. But you can never drop your guard. You understand? That is according to the Health and Wellness Minister, Dr. Christopher Tufton. He says there has been more than 10,300 suspected, confirmed or presumed dengue cases since the 1st of January 2018 and the 31st of January this year. So the highest number of dengue cases were recorded in 2019 with just over 9,000 suspected, presumed and confirmed reports. The health minister notes that the dengue outbreak has placed tremendous pressure on the health sector. Meanwhile, Tufton says they have added 60 new motor vehicles to help implement their vector control measures, and the vehicles are valued at 400 million Jamaican dollars. And them something else. So we continue our fight against the dengue epidemic. I suppose, as I said earlier, there is some form of stability in the fight, so to speak, as the number of cases have not shown any dramatic increase in recent times. 85 deaths is a lot, and many of those cases were in relation to children and the elderly. So it is still a cause for concern. And as I said, it is a blessing at this stage and this phase of the coronavirus that we haven't been required to deal with it actively, because we are still contending, grappling, fighting the dengue outbreak. Um, Even on a bad day, God is good. Don't. Big up to the people in the comment section. You understand? Godfrey, Sizzler Fan, Amos D, Top Ranking, Miss Pearly Simpson, Zine Warrior Star. So the big up on yourself. Cookie Mama, big up yourself in a finale. Fruits and vegetables to boost your immune system to fight dengue. Well, it's always good to eat fruits and vegetables, but I don't necessarily know that that's a foolproof diet, but I suppose it would help. The reality is that we need to get rid of the Aedes aegypti mosquito, because we couldn't name all of the fruits in the garden of Eden. If a mosquito we have to bite, it ain't a problem. Then so we need to get rid of the mosquito then. But it's good to eat fruits and vegetables. You understand? And try to do things to keep our immune system intact and healthy. Yeah? So I can move on now, peeps. As I said tonight, the stream might be long. I don't mind that still, because someone just love hear me talk off my face. I don't know. You understand? A situation where that has drawn national attention is a situation surrounding a missing report of a 22-year-old Moesha Appleton, and her family took to the streets of the corporate area yesterday to sensitize the public as to her situation and trying as best as they can to get help in locating Miss Appleton. See? Family, friends, and other Jamaicans march for a missing 22-year-old Arnett Gardens resident. So family and friends of Moesha Appleton marched from her community of Arnett Gardens in South St. Andrew to Crossroads, and then on to Halfway Tree in the same parish on Wednesday, hoping to spur public interest in the search for the missing 22-year-old. Appleton was last seen alive on Saturday at the Crossroads Market, where she's employed as an ancillary worker. When last seen, she was wearing a grey blouse, pink and grey jeans, and a pair of black slippers. So being pictures of Appleton, the marchers said that they have been going through a devastating period since Saturday. Close friend Nikisha Ellis said, "We haven't heard anything. We haven't had any link to anything. Please, wherever you are, it is very heartbreaking for all of us. I haven't eaten and I cannot sleep because my friend is out there. So please, whosoever have her, return her to us," said Ellis. According to family and friends, they are bewildered as their searches so far have been all futile, and the police have been unable to unearth any information on the whereabouts of Miss Appleton. You know the routine. I sincerely hope, as I sit in this chair looking in this camera, that Miss Appleton is alive. I sincerely hope that she is in good health, and above all, I hope that she will be reunited with her family in very short order. See, so we hope say Miss Appleton upon a hillside. You understand? Chronics last style. And thing. And she soon forward. You understand? Saturday, it's a week now, basically, technically, since she has been missing. The reality is that we know that these cases tend to have a bad ending. But we hope that this is one of the positive ones in terms of their end. Yeah? So I could go on and watch and see now. Fingers crossed. See? Mm-hmm. Sorry, please. Sinus kind of I move sideways. Zane. Second suspect charged with theft of money from Michael University. Me place that. You understand? That's what them build me like, make me like. You understand what I say? And think. Yeah man, do it with that might. You know what I think go. Fraud squad detectives have charged a second suspect in connection with the theft of nearly $2 million from the Michael University. Natalie Enriquez appeared before the St. Andrew Parish Court on Wednesday on charges of obtaining money by false pretense and conspiracy to defraud. She has been charged jointly with Tafari Smith, 24 years old, who is a procurement officer at the university. Smith, who was charged in December, also appeared in court Wednesday, where the case against him was mentioned. Investigators reported that between November 2016 and last month, Mr. Smith prepared fake invoices and pocketed $1.7 million. It is alleged that Smith issued checks to Ms. Enriquez, claiming she was on the list of university suppliers. Investigators say Ms. Enriquez is unemployed and did not supply goods to the Michael University. The two accused are to return to court on March 16. So we're seeing a situation where people continue to rape our education institution and nobody now learn, it look like. You understand? Everybody feel like poor people money are for them. I whole heap of poor people picnic on my and I was one of them. You understand? And most of my friends were children of poor people. And there are still many poor people, kids going to Michael. So it's basically poor people, the man them a thief from, you know? So whether are people in high places with no graces, with very big nose and braces. Never mind. The man them need for stop plunder and rape and yo, why me I tell you, see country here, set away, you know. Set away. Zane? No, you go to school for years. You understand? Make much sacrifices. And you go to prison for $1.7 million. Then that don't make no sense. The $1.7 million they probably can't even retain one good lawyer. You see what I say? Suspect charged with gunslaying of men after motor vehicle collision. Wanna hear that something there, peeps? Garfield Gredory. The first name. Gredory. Garfield Gredory. First I'm hearing or seeing that surname. Of Lando in St. Thomas has been arrested and charged with 2 counts of murder and 1 count of illegal possession of a firearm. Gredory, who was on the run from December 19, turned himself into the police and faced the courts on Wednesday and was scheduled to return on Thursday for a bail hearing. You don't forget none. He was being sought after a motor vehicle collision led to the deaths of 2 men in Easington, St. Thomas. A report at the time said Marlon Sims, 43-year-old of Albion St. Thomas address, and a man only identified as Piper of 11 miles in Bulby, St. Thomas, were killed in an encounter after the collision. Now see a word in a Father Oxygen. I'm glad for know so the one reach up, you know what I mean? And tune in. The police had reported that Sims and Piper, along with a woman, went to Easington after the vehicle they were in was involved in a collision with another vehicle. They were, however, ambushed, and the 2 men were killed by unknown assailants who fled the scene thereafter. Damian White, speak up yourself and brother. I know you did call me earlier, but then I did prepare for the stream and my name there beside the phone. You know what I mean? Yes, sir. See, and peeps, hold on, before I mention a Damian just now, I soon come back to the story. Because I had asked him for a particular video. There's a video with a bus driver who, by all accounts, plies the Crossroads to Waterhouse route behaving like an absolute lunatic, madman, dummy, silly Billy, and then you have passengers in the bus. Boy, I mean, I know. But anyway, the long and short of the story. Zane runs through it. Big up yourself. If anybody have the video with the careless bus driver and the even more careless passengers, we don't need for send it, come give me. I need it. I need for cover that something there. See, enough of only losing license, Godfrey then for lock him up. I know the transport authority seized the bus yesterday. I don't know if he was arrested or any charges have been laid against him. The man removed the steering wheel from the steering wheel column in the bus and have it in him hand and the bus still a drive. The man get up out of him seat, pull the door. He was outside the bus and steering the bus, and people were in the bus partying and laughing. The man say, send me the video. Oh, you find it? Yeah, the man you find video anyway, you know. You understand? You just want... Alright, this I don't see if video there, man. That's why you send me. You don't send me. Send it again. See? I not got it. You understand? I want it. So, boy, I don't know. Yo, God said the passengers, the man believe him. I don't even know that is a word. There are a few words I wouldn't want to use, but based on how we set the channel, I know it's our family settings, but can't really use them. You understand? Boy, I don't know though. Fool is not the word to describe us. Warrior Star, the man removed the steering wheel from the steering wheel column and have it in her hand. And the bus still a drive. And the man them in her back a party. You understand? Like Oxygen just sent me a video. Them in know, yo, my subscriber, them not another every day. Oh, yeah. True. Oh, I don't know if my copyright. Big up yourself, Oxygen. I just get the video, Pete. I mean, subscribe to my boss, you know. You understand? So, I look out for that video there. Book out for that video there. I cuss man, they look more, probably a morning. Then people have to get cussing. They say, we're not sensible in our country, man. So, peeps, that story, Zane, that story, big up yourself, the Oxygen. Me just get it, brother. Manners. Odari wants a talent. How you got talent, brother? 876 Bro God say a wheel more dangerous. But 876 Bro God, the man take off his steering wheel, brother. One little thing and people dead on the road, sir. You understand what I say? Suppose somebody did bad drive him in another instance there. Suppose they lick a pothole in another instance there. Suppose the bus is running on light post and everybody dead. What kind of discussion would we be having at this point in time? It's all fun and games until somebody get hurt, you know. And then when people get hurt, you hear all sort of things. You see it? But then the people in the bus, you need to line them up and use the steering wheel, but say all of them fired. Because them are idiot. What me say? One bus fired. Because they did the bus like... I could move on. Peeps, the situation based on that story, Zane, him have break. Brother, the man come out of the bus family. Bro, God, you know see what go on, you know. You understand? You know see what go on, bro. You don't understand how dangerous that situation is. You don't even understand the disastrous implication or end where that situation couldn't result in a brother. There's no justification or rationalization for absolute imbecility, brother. Yes, and it was nonsensical, it was stupid, it was... Yo. But if people want to sit down and man and risk them lives, so then why me should not quarrel about it, by the way? But just glad to nobody for me never dip on the road at the time for them kill them off. You understand? But if I did mean that if I want car team push for the rest of my life, nothing with wheel. You see it? Unless it's a lawnmower, and even lawnmower they even want to go near. Because you could as use to kill people same way. Apparently there was an accident. So the car in which the victims were in was hit by another vehicle. It would suggest to me that the other vehicle involved in the accident left the scene. So they went in pursuit of said vehicle. And in pursuit of said vehicle, they were ambushed and shot and killed. I don't know how the female managed to escape, but that is the situation we're currently existing. We're currently living. Man lick your vehicle. Man take with themselves. See? What them probably shouldn't do is record the license plate and report the accident instead of trail the vehicle. That was not a wise idea in the first place. You understand? So just, I know then they probably in a shop, but if them couldn't chase the vehicle, them couldn't just record the license plate and report it to the vehicle, to the police. Because I can tell you a story about license plate, you know. I share it with you one day. The stream quality has been automatically lowered because the internet connection is not strong enough. Then me don't know. Then, you understand? Yeah. So, boy, I don't know. Sad. So, we are watch a case here closely and see how that one here develop. And then, boy, I don't know. Trelawney man accused of killing father denied bail. Peeps, I shared a story with you on Sunday night, Zane, where a man was found in a cane field somewhere in Trelawney, I think, dead with a note on his chest with the word rapist written on it. It has since emerged that the group that might or is allegedly responsible for his death included his own son. The man accused of chopping his father to death and then soliciting the help of 3 persons to dump the body in a cane field was denied bail on Thursday when he appeared before the Trelawney Parish Court. Falmouth detectives charged 35-year-old Namarda Gordon with the murder of his father, 59-year-old Glenroy Gordon, on Monday, 3 days after his body was found in a cane field in a Toyota motor car. The police reported that the body had chop wounds to the head. Detectives also charged Narada's common-law wife, 28-year-old Christina Kane, his uncle, 48-year-old Ralston Thomas, and his girl is, well, his friend, 37-year-old Andra Campbell. The 3 also appeared in court where Kane was offered bail while the other 2 were remanded. All 4 are scheduled to return to court on Friday, the 4th, well, today, I don't know what going on. No, next week Friday, that's a Valentine's Day. I wonder if the man get no love from the court, like. The police report that the domestic dispute that ended with the death of the elder Gordon was reportedly ignited when Kane accused him of making sexual advances towards her. So the man chop up him father because him father is alleged to have made sexual advances on his girlfriend. So who a chop daddy? Oh, that whole a next chop daddy. Alright. The chop then not done. Who a next chop daddy? Oh, you feel look me girl. One more chop. You see man, an idiot. The dispute reportedly escalated. Well, me go backtrack a little bit. The police report that the domestic dispute that ended with the death of the elder Gordon was reportedly ignited when Kane, which is the common law wife of Namardo, Nafrado, no Breno, when his common law wife accused her father-in-law of making sexual advances towards her. The dispute reportedly escalated got physical, and Namardo used a machete to chop his father several times, allegedly in defense of his common law wife. The couple then reportedly enlisted the help of Thomas Nonsense and Campbell Worse Nonsense to dispose of the body. And then, to make matters worse, the man then write a note and put rapist on his brother chest. I try suggest say I rape him, rape money and people kill him. The man kill his own father because his girlfriend accused him of making sexual advances on her. Yeah, so watch him at sign up piece. I'm going to add up a look at thing. The stream, Cam said that the live are itch. Well, I don't know about the itch thing, but apparently there are some issues with the internet. I don't know. I pay digital and something every month for the internet. I don't know what them problem. You understand? So come out of the stream and circle in and then see if it work look better. Watch him at now, peeps. The girl is the only one who has been granted bail, while the other three, including No Brainer, is still in jail. Is this signs of things to come? That she may be the only one who gets off, and the other three idiots spend the rest of their life in jail, and then she and next man will start to kneel. Then you see this brother fail. Never mind. We fool, you know? Yo, foolness a kill him, man. You understand? There's something we need to share. You know, there was an article the other day that says only 6% of Jamaican men who are employed have CXC subjects compared to almost the whole of female them. You know, sissy, our failure in school as males is leading to the failure of us in society as adults. A big part of the reason why the men them a kill off them one another and a kill off the woman them are because them dunce, brother. No, the girl named Kane Oxygen, the son named Namarda Gordon, and the girl, him girlfriend must be named Christina Kane. Let me find her name. Hold on there. Yeah, Christina Kane. And them two me now and Kane feel like there is a direct correlation between the failure of us as men in our education pursuits to the madness that we are currently perpetuating and proliferating across this country. Me go find the article and me go share it Sunday, because we need to discuss it. You know, so we are idiot. Kane and Abel, Kane and Mabel, that man. Yo, Jamaica is a country of dunce men. Eh? And it's sad, because when you look in the universities, females outnumber by 1,000,000 to 1. When you're looking at the high schools, them are the girls them are outperform with. Oh, when me I go to school, anybody in here so I go to school, me know so me not in a class and a girl I run that kind of fun that. We done that. If me in a class, I don't mean that. So Empress could have bright like a morning star. We are morning, midday and night star. Then we don't play that something there. Them man in a business about nothing in a life, brother. And this is a youth where me never go to school until me a 5-year-old. We only spend 1 year at basic school family. So we start late. But we never sit down and go on like we are fool. And we're not the brightest youth in the world. But at the end of the day, brother, we didn't make use of the little time when we get to school. Me tell you, the first time they send me go to school when me a 5. Big old boy. Tough like. And some of the man them when I go to school, from them are 2 and 1, can't count from 2 to 1. But every man, as Shana said, I call themselves fully dunce and dunce thugs. Me tell you, be careful of the names them want to call on yourself. How me to chop up my father because my woman tell me say my father look her. So any man look him girl dead. Because if the man can't kill him father, because him father allegedly look him girl, then suppose it was a next man out the road. And then him all go to prison. And then the same thing where him did accuse him father of an accusation and next man I go start do something things to her. Yo, we are idiot, man. Nobody can tell me nothing, Nobody not try to tell me otherwise, It's me I get dark like, We are idiot. We're not sensible out here, man. We out here, but we're not sensible. You understand? We're not sensible, like. And the man write one note put on his father chest. Say my rape it. Well, I don't know who write the note. But one note was written. John no star. Former soldier among 3 freed of murder charges. 3 people, including a former Jamaica Defense Force soldier, were freed of murder charges on Thursday following a no-case submission by their attorneys. The trio, former JDF soldier Kareem Campbell, business operator Nadine Moore, and Damian Smith, a cashier, were on trial for conspiring to kill O'Shane Burke on the 15th of September 2019. It was alleged, well, not allegedly, it was alleged that while he was employed at a bar and restaurant operated by Campbell and Moore, Burke stole cash and a quantity of Hennessy bottles. Done with the Hennessy. His body was later found with multiple stab wounds along the Port Royal main road where a patrol team spotted a man behaving in a suspicious manner near to it. The man fingered the 3 accused as being responsible for Burke's death and was the prosecution's star witness. But the prosecution's case began crumbling when the attorneys representing the trio highlighted inconsistencies in the witness's testimony and statement. During cross-examination, the witness admitted that there were bloodstains on his shirt and that he made an attempt to run when he saw the police. The defense also brought to his attention that he had told one of the police officers on the spot that he never met to commit the crime. He denied telling the police this. However, the police gave evidence to the contrary. The witness also admitted to having lied to the police as to why he was present at the scene initially, while at the same time arguing that it was Campbell and Smith who took him and the deceased to the location in a motor car. Campbell was represented by Lloyd Skefford, while Moore was represented by Anthony Williams and Michelle Thomas. Smith was represented by Queen's Counsel Peter Champini and Richard Lynch. You understand? So who killed the man? is the question. You understand? We have spoken a few times recently about the situation concerning Nair Frank, the infant that was stolen last year and found in, I think, one place. See, the accused baby snatcher was remanded in custody. When she got court, so there was some revelations. Yeah, $500,000 for a stolen baby. Court told that woman agreed to buy the child for $500,000. Baby for sale. Baby Nair Frank, the infant who snatched my sinuses, who was snatched from his mother's arms as she walked in a section of Kingston last October, was allegedly the subject of a $500 million contract. When me read a story, you know, they say you have to take bad things make joke. Me have to laugh at some point because it kinda, but we don't know. Listen. The clerk of court said in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Thursday that based on a statement given by Anisha Ramsey, the accused baby thief, to the police, the baby was given to her by a friend. He said that the intention of the persons involved was to arrange a payment plan, and the sum that was agreed on was $500,000. Ramsey denied being part of any child stealing plan and reported that she thought she was adopting the then 5-week-old baby. But I know some people adopt baby. You know adopt baby by paying $500,000. Ramsey's attorney reported that it was days after receiving the baby that her friend started demanding $500,000 for the child, and that she had no previous knowledge that money was involved in the adoption. Her attorney, Davian Vassell, said Ramsey, who was 5 months pregnant, lost her child in August and was going through a state of depression because she did not know what she would tell her friends who were expecting her to have a baby. Man, a friend them for go away. So I am sorry to hear that the Empress lost her child, but at the end, and naturally she would be depressed. See? But that story is bulls. Yeah? She started to post a lot of sad things on her WhatsApp story, and one day when she posted a picture of her mother releasing balloons to the heavens to represent her baby, a friend of hers messaged to ask what was wrong, Vassell said. According to him, what the friend did, Ramsey then disclosed to her friend how her pregnancy ended prematurely and that she was depressed. Her friend later told her that he knew someone who wanted to give up their baby for adoption, and she told him she would be willing. 2 months later, she said, come and have your son, because I don't want your baby to come run. Never mind. 2 months later, her friend allegedly made contact, telling her he had a baby for her, and days later delivered the child who turned out to be Nair. So I have a question who put in the year about Nair. When she got the youth, she never see news days. Social media posts said the baby missing and the baby was stolen. Then I could have walked out as news. Miss Autism, if you eat some ice. Well, I don't know. My nose just feel, I don't know. I soon try to fight, mommy. However, rebutting Vassell's suggestions, the clerk read a statement made by Ramsey to the police where she said that her friend mentioned the cost of the baby before delivering the child. But not tell us I'll be a foolish as I go on. The infant was snatched from his mother's arms after she was dragged into a vehicle on the 13th of October. The child was recovered at a house in Finch Crescent off Walton Park Road in Kingston on the 22nd of January. So Parish Judge Fiona Gregory denied the request for bail, and Ramsey is set to return to court on the 13th of March. You know how much babies are put up for adoption in this country annually? You know how much children are in state care that this young lady couldn't go and go adopt? And it probably wouldn't even cost her no money. And she pay $500,000 for people pitney. And then when news items with days upon days upon days reporting the child missing and social media posts here, there, and everywhere, she not see none of them and realize that the baby where she having of them and upon the picture. Yeah? So we understand that she lost her child and she was depressed. It is very unfortunate. Zane? However, the reality is that she never have a goddess. There were so many different avenues, and her rationalization is that she wanted to appease her friends who were expecting baby. If them want pitney, them not go breed. So I'm really and truly sorry for knowing that she lost her child and that she would have suffered from depression. Zane, that is very unfortunate. But there are so many other ways that she could have gotten a child through legal means. You know how much people are pitting when they don't want them? And she decided to find $500,000 to pay for youth. And then I can tell we say she never know that the youth was stolen. And everybody in Jamaica and around the world knew about the baby. Because him face there everywhere where face could have there. Sad still, but it's pretty better they lay down in there, sir. That me I tell you too. And her sister said to make another mother go through the same depression when she has struggled with. No. But they even did a look on that way there. Good point. So I have bright youth to come to school and I'm now waste no mother part that money. You now just come to class to eat lunch. And big up on yourself. Jamaican wanted for a murder in the US held in Negril. Ghana Negril, me say, me Ghana Negril. You understand what I say? It's not a local cottage in Negril still, but a down the line. He is to be extradited to the United States. Desperate situation called for desperate measures. But Lando, bro, there are so many ways that she could have gotten her baby, bro. He never said desperate. You understand what I say? If them couldn't find $500,000 to buy a youth, them couldn't get the youths, brother. The youths are not a problem. See? Jamaican born Leroy Headless. A joke, a headly name, but he not got no headlight. One of America's 15 most wanted who fled the United States almost 2 years ago. Recently, I think yesterday, or the day before yesterday, waived his rights to an extradition hearing. See? And I would have done a video detailing the extradition process. When you go watch it. Nobody question me now. You understand? And will be returned to Vermont where he is wanted for the murder of his girlfriend, Anoko Annette Lumumba, who had 2 children for him. So the man basically murdered and baby mother. Yeah? When the extradition matter was called up in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, minutes after 10, yesterday or the day before yesterday, a representative from the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution told the court that Headley was arrested on February 4, 2020. The prosecutor further told the court that the 38-year-old was wanted with second-degree murder and another charge. Parish Judge Vaughn Smith asked Headley if he understood why he was before the court. Yes, replied Headley, who was clad in a blue t-shirt and dark pants. Smith, while explaining to Headley that he had a right to an extradition hearing, advised him that he also has a right to waive the hearing as well. However, the wanted man said he wishes to return to the United States. I guess he has accepted his fate. The extradition documents were subsequently brought to him by a police officer and immediately Headley signed them. Now, according to US-based news outlets, Lumumba, 33-year-old, me have her somewhere now. I have her. Nice African Empress. See, now what she there? Because I can't find she alone. So, she and her brother here. So here's the Empress. See, but I know me have her by herself one of them places there. I find her. Hope you follow the screen. Boom. Yeah, man. Yeah. So now, according to media reports out of the United States, Lumumba, 33-year-old at the time, was shot dead at the family home in South Burlington on the 3rd of May 2018. Police said Headley admitted to the shooting in a call to a family member after he fled the area. He had been on the run ever since. People were first alerted to the murder when a relative of Headley's walked into a police station and said a family member of his may have just shot his girlfriend. Police arrived at the Southview Drive home in South Burlington to find Lumumba dead inside, and a manhunt was subsequently launched for Headley. You know, I was supposed to do an individual video for this last night, but I did come in and have some schoolwork for do. And then I did do them, and they got me bed after. Zin? Shop there now. Authorities said they later found Headley's vehicle in Albany, New York, and believe he was hiding in Philadelphia. They were also investigating his ties to Jamaica, Las Vegas, and Florida. Headley, who has been on the U.S. Marshals radar, was spotted in Negril on Sunday driving a motor vehicle. I think he was operating as a taxi driver. Yeah? Let me see. Let me see if I can tell. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, so he was arrested by the fugitive apprehension team, who I made mention of in the extradition video. Zine, about 5:30 p.m. on Sunday, February 2nd, along the Norman Manley Boulevard in Negril, Westmoreland. The police say he was a taxi operator and resident of Green Island in Hanover. So last November, Headley was added to the U.S. Marshals Service's most wanted men list, and offered a reward of up to $25,000 for his arrest. And them something there. So them I was send him back abroad. You understand? And them things. Yeah. Ghana Negril, Mr. Ghana Negril. Hey. What are the peeps? As Ninja Man say, hold on. Debt merchant. Jamaican gun runner sentenced to 57 months in prison was planning more shipment. Teach, make sure you talk about the brother who ship the gun then. But then brother, they ain't talk about, you know. Speaking about brother, veteran Jamaica reggae artist Junior Biles is in a bad state at this point in time. I'm going to get off this. I'm going to talk to the people for a little while. And then we'll come back to the story. Commercial break. So veteran reggae entertainer Junior Biles is in a bad situation. He is currently suffering from prostate cancer and also mental illness issues. Rodney Basil Price, OC Bounty Killer, Junior Biles. Junior Biles sings some bad song. I think probably his most famous song was Fade Away. He won't see vanity and no love for humanity shall fade away. We don't know my voice normally better than this, but in our work tonight. You understand? Enough tune him sing. That's probably the most popular one. So there have been a number of videos on social media in recent times saying some, in a positive way, shedding light on the situation, especially done by my very good friend Big Stone, Claude Sinclair, who is also a vlogger. See? And Bounty Killer, along with Banky, you know, Banky, big in the business, would have reached out to the family. And yesterday, Bounty Killer, through his foundation, made a presentation to Junior Biles and his daughter and caregivers, saying that video is coming. And me soon tell you why the video not out yet, because I have the video, you know. But the video, coincidentally, was recorded in the studio owned and operated by Winford Williams, the onstage studio. Now, I also have but based on how many people were on stage, I only set up one camera. You know, a man's studio, I can't go take over the man's studio. And based on how persons were on the stage, the one camera angle not gonna work. So they would have agreed to send me the footage. They haven't sent me it as yet. And with condition that I can't upload the video before they have on stage on Sunday night, Saturday night, which I understand. So it was just another step for bounty killer. You know, killer me general. I just one general in the yard. I know funny enough out of all this time where people think me and killer a best friend. I don't know why some people think so. People all message me teach. More some dub plate from Bounty Killer. Me need him number. Then or me know say and killer good in a teach. You want a link with him. You understand? It was my first time actually, interfacing with the warlord on a one-to-one basis. Zine and thing, it was always via cell phones and them place and thing. So the video is on its way. Junior Biles, I don't think is in a situation or a state where I can interview him either. But I think a GoFundMe page has been set up. I will shed some more light on that on Sunday, I think. Then he was given cash donation by the killer. Also, Fontana Pharmacy would have gotten on board and they would have presented, well, through Bounty Killer, a donation. I'm not tell you the information. Don't have none to go watch the video. I'm not give you the specifics where the medical expenses, not medical expensive, pharmaceutical expenses will be covered for a little bit. Then he was also given some other stuff, toiletries and some stuff. Then he is in a bad state. He is one of the pioneers in the music. Then and he needs some help. Then I think I will also try to do something. I was working, as a matter of fact, this month end, I was planning, not this month end, last month end I was planning to feed some people across the corporate area. Then we had planned, the team and I, to feed approximately 150 people in the corporate area. Then, but based on the dictates of the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, they have some drop-in centers where you have to go. I'm not too in that because the people that need the food the most now get it. Then somebody kind of put that on hold for a little while because that was just me wanting to give back to the people who have been supporting me. Not that the street people must support me, but people have been supporting me. And the reality is that I am not a rich person, far from. Still I try and make life, but I am in a better position than many people, and I wanted to do that for some people. So that is on hold. What I might do is to contribute to the Junior Biles situation now and push back that further down the road. So I wanted the opportunity again to big up the general. You understand? Not everybody is a fan of Bounty Killer because of his past and things that he would have been involved in. But I have sat down as a young man and over the years I've seen Bounty Killer grown and matured. And he is doing a sterling job in assisting persons who need assistance and them something. But me can't bother with and then the next thing is I am a teacher. I work from Monday to Friday. On Saturdays I have interviews booked most of the Saturdays them going forward and in recent times. You only can go at a particular time, at particular location. I don't want them restrictions. If I go feed some people, I want to feed some people. I was planning to feed 50 people in Halfway Tree, 50 people in Crossroad, and 50 people in downtown as a start. And I planned on doing that for about 4 times for the year. So every 3 months, every quarter. Every quarter. And thing. And not with any help from anybody, but just out of my pocket, out of me just wanting to make a difference, to continue my efforts at making Jamaica a better place. But there are just so many bureaucratic red tape sometimes. I know that when Buju Banton went down there to do it, it was a major thing and people, so me can't bother with them something. If I go feed some people, I go feed some people. I mean, I feed nobody, forget no honor and no glory from nobody. I just feed some people because I know some people hungry. And me in a local position where I can help some people. So that was my take on the situation. We had organized most of the things already was just to purchase the stuff and to get them prepared. But when we contacted the KCC, and not even me contact them, Scotty, because Scotty deal with most of the part of it. And thing, I But I can't bother with the whole heap of people want to seem important and pretend like they're doing things when them really and truly not help the people that really need the help. You feel what I say? Somebody kind of get turned off a little bit by it and then they reassess and reorganize on them something. So I think that I probably will divert those funds to the Junior Biles situation and we'll see how it go from there. So look out for that video there. I think I'm probably going to upload it Sunday because you know we can't violate the on-stage situation. You know I think I respect because them never did have to offer me to give me the footage anyways. You understand? They had like it's a wonderful studio. That studio they kind of bust up some whole heap of ideas in my head like, but that's for our next time. You understand what I say? I was very impressed at the setup that Winford has going on out there, and it was a joy. Zane, so look out for that piece. And as I normally say, we need to spend some more time appreciating life and appreciate what we have. Sometimes we complain about some trivial things, some petty things, when people out there are really and truly suffering. You need to give God thanks for what you have and always try to help a next man. You know, if you're rich to help somebody, you know. $100 sometimes is a massive help to a man. You understand what I mean? So when I walked into the location yesterday, Junior Biles was sitting at the gate and he was very warm and welcoming and all he said he wanted was a Pepsi. You understand what I mean? I don't even drink Pepsi. And the thing that would have helped to make Junior Biles happy yesterday was a Pepsi. That is something I sit down and I look into. I say, yo, we spend so much time sometimes I complain, and sometimes some people out there reality, it really and truly rough. You understand? Mental illness is not something to be taken lightly. Mental illness is something that can affect and afflict anybody. You don't know what tomorrow brings. You understand what I say? He's also suffering from prostate cancer. So it is, you know them say everywhere you turn, Macadrick, it's a rough situation. See, so as soon as I get the information about the GoFundMe account, I will also share that. And as soon as the video is ready, I will also upload that. Yeah, so big up to Bounty Killer and the foundation. Big up to Father Banky. Banky, big up yourself and brother. You know what I mean? I not even did recognize Banky. When I drove in, you understand, when I exited the vehicle, the first person there was Banky, and the man just walked over and shake me hand. You understand? Introduce himself. Zane, because Banky is a man who not take picture. If you have a picture with Banky, show me. Zane, and thing I do interview and them something there. Father Banks, big up yourself. Rodney Bounty Killer Price, Godfather, big up yourself. You know what thing go. Winford, big up yourself and the family. You know what thing go. Adrian Brown, Manners. I go on like a stream down and I make like a stream there and answer. But big up on yourself, please. Sometimes you have to stop for your cars. Pause for your cars. Banky is a giant in the music industry. He would have managed, produced, Zane, all sort of artists in the business. Bring all sort of artists to the forefront. You understand? Make many people into superstars and millionaires. He's just one of the unsung heroes in the music fraternity. See? So when you watch the video, you will learn more about him and you will hear some other things and thing. Yeah, man. Legendary. So, Bro God 876, it's, as me I talk about him, he mentioned it. See? Death Merchant. A Jamaican who, not satisfied with shipping at least 15 guns and more than 3,000 rounds of ammunition to Jamaica in 2017, was planning to ship several more before he was held by United States law enforcement agencies based on leads from Jamaica's Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Investigation Branch, CETA. Now, I have said many times, sitting right here, so, that we have this tendency to blame America for the guns in Jamaica. I will say that again. I will say this again. The proliferation of guns in Jamaica is the sole responsibility of Jamaicans. I'm going to say that one next way. The gun them were there, and Jamaicans are send them come here to kill Jamaicans. But knowing us as Jamaicans, we tend to deflect instead of accepting responsibility for our own actions. And we are kill off one another. How many Americans are buy guns, send come to Jamaica to kill Jamaicans? It is Jamaicans who left Jamaica and the guys say them a look a better life, gone a foreign, gone buy a gun and send come give them friend for kill off people and for lock turf and run turf. So this whole notion about America sending guns to Jamaica is we are sending guns them come here. Cam says she want to escape this planet. Kartel say, much me could have fly a moon on a spaceship. But mankind will come there with the same shit. You can't fight it. Ah, boy. When US law enforcers stormed the Jamaicans' house in St. Petersburg, Florida in February last year, they found almost 6,000 rounds of ammunition being prepared for a shipment to Jamaica, and the man done ship 3,000 already, and the man still want a double the man a double it now. And we are blame Americans, and we are killer for one another, brother. But we are so inclined to blame other persons for our situation and other people. In fact, of 2 AR-15 style rifles, an M16 style rifle, 2 AK-47 style rifles, 2 shotguns, 23 firearm magazines, plus other firearm parts were stacked against the wall of a bedroom with bags of flour, rice and sugar, also ready to be sent to Jamaica as part of a major arms and ammunition racket. Wicked man. Wicked man. Yesterday, Jamaican Rumors, otherwise called Jamaican Rumors, Craig Hall, and cow. He's a damn cow. Bro, God, big up yourself in a family. Was sentenced to 57 months or 57 years he should have get in prison in the United States District Court of the Middle District of Florida, Tampa Division, after he agreed to a plea deal in September last year. You don't forget none. A plea should not plea for him life for the lives that would have been lost because of his shipments of guns and ammunition to Jamaica. In handing down the sentence, U.S. Federal Judge Susan Bucklew blasted Rumors for his role in fueling the gun crime in Jamaica and imposed close to the maximum sentence applicable under the law. This followed a statement to the court by Jamaica's Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn, who noted that while Jamaica remains an idyllic island in the sun, the violence has forced the government to impose several security measures. Llewellyn further pointed out that the more than 3,000 bullets shipped to the island by Rumors, which were seized by local police on the wharf on July 20, 2017, could have led to 3,000 more lives being lost in Jamaica. In the plea deal, U.S. prosecutors noted that on March 28, 2016, Rumors, using the alias Craig Hall and a false address, sent a shipment from Coral Springs in Florida to Jamaica, which he described as an amplifier. Yes, of course, it's an amplifier. We are going to amplify the crime and we are going to amplify the pain of Jamaicans. That is what we are going to do now. Amplify the murder rate and amplify the pain of Jamaicans. So, of course, it was an amplifier. A wicked man. On March 30 of the same year, he sent another shipment with the same identification information and declarations, another amplifier. You understand what I say? However, packaged with the audio equipment were a Ruger pistol, an AR-15 style assault rifle, and 4 magazines for high-powered weapons. The prosecutors further noted that Rumors received a payment through a money transfer company from an individual in Jamaica who was the intended recipient of the weapons and ammunition before they were sent off. What has happened to that recipient? Has he been the recipient of a life sentence? Because apparently them have the name. So where is he? The man go send money through bill pay, money transfer remittance agency to pay for gun. To come shoot him brothers and sisters down. Because the place is nice if blood not run. And everybody feel weep, nobody not have fun. You know, say Jamaica done. Never mind. While the plea agreement did not name the person who paid rooms, the money, the possibility of further reduction in his sentence exists if he cooperates with law enforcement agencies to bring the individual to justice. But them must can trace who send the money. Who send the money? Why if him name is so file 13-ish? If it was me, my name there wrote a long time. Popular Jamaican vlogger. Transferred money via remittance agency to gun runner for X amount of guns. Why? Because I'm not a surname? Or I'm not high in the orange army or the green army? It's an axe, man. Because for them, the amount of gun, it can't be a local man on the street. So because a man have money, film name in a file 13. How many guns made it through to that same recipient? How many transactions he would have made at remittance agencies to pay for guns? How many Jamaicans would have been murdered based on these payments and shipments? Why is his name a secret? Why has he not been arrested? If they know that somebody sent money to him from Jamaica, they have to have the name. The plea deal also noted that on or about the 13th of July 2017, rooms using the alias Raw Ricketts, a false address, and a false phone number sent a shipment to Jamaica which he described as food to feed people upon sorrow. This shipment was intercepted by local authorities and found to contain 15 firearms. Jamaican authorities reported 19, including 2 AK-47 style rifles, 5 AR-15 rifles, and 4 9mm pistols, among other guns, and more than 3,000 rounds of ammunition. Most, if not all, of the firearms had been partially disassembled, wrapped in green cellophane, and commingled among common food items like bags of flour and sugar, the plea deal reported. Following the siege of the gun and ammunition shipment by the local authorities, Rooms was reportedly asked by someone familiar with the scheme what to tell the individuals in Jamaica who had ordered the guns and what would happen to the remaining guns he was to ship to the island. This is what the brother with a million name and no head said. Quote, "Man, I don't have any of those things beside me right now. You know, I got rid of all of them right now. You need to tell every man that they have to wait. You need to tell every man how many men were involved. You need to tell every man them have to wait. Rooms, well, right now some things have gotten effed and everything is on lockdown," Rooms is reported to have said. It was further reported in the plea deal that between July and December 2017, Rooms talked to others about shipping more guns and ammunition to Jamaica and how to hide them from law enforcement agency. My thing bust because certain men do not keep their mouth shut. This is how they knew something was supposed to come in, Rooms reportedly said. I am going to tell you how to do them. Break them into two, wrap them up, Rooms is said to have added. And Rooms has reportedly agreed to cooperate fully with the US law enforcement agents to identify and prosecute others involved in the illegal gun ring. How many lives might this man have been responsible for? How many deaths? And he decided that enough guns were not here, and each time I double the shipment. And I blame man we can't keep them out because that's how people know so they think them are coming. We are the ones fueling the bloodshed in this country. Jamaicans are the one responsible for the loss of lives of Jamaicans. How many more like him? How many more like him are out there? How many more like him continue to ship guns to Jamaica? How many men out here continue to boss and nothing go on, and them are dead for hungry, and them are find money and send go buy a gun? How many of these shipments have gone undetected? How many of these shipments have been facilitated by crooked and corrupt customs officials? Speaking about politicians, you see? Right now, I kind of get darkish looking. I need to calm down because more time, I told me can't even say certain things for a year sometime, you know. Former St. Thomas councillor charged with sexual misconduct again denied bail. Deverell Dyer, former councillor of the Cedar Valley Division in St. Thomas, who was charged with sexual misconduct involving a minor, was again denied bail when he appeared in court on Tuesday. His attorney, Hensel Williams, told the court that his client is suffering from a medical condition and is not fit to remain in custody. What you know say? So every sick man should be granted bail or release. Oh, get sick and we grant you bail. Okay. However, the prosecution opposed bail, stating that Mr. Dyer is a flight risk. The former counsel has returned to court, on the 13th of February. Mr. Dyer and a former policeman who is also implicated in the case reportedly left the island in 2017. Mr. Dyer was held at the Norman Manley International Airport when he returned to the island on January 26th. Now, Radio Jamaica News, RJR, was informed that the former councillor and the policeman were said to be involved with the minor who became pregnant. Well, watch it and see. St. Thomas plumber held with gun and ammunition has been charged. So 39-year-old Ricardo Cousins, a plumber of White Horses in St. Thomas, is to appear before the court to answer to charges of illegal possession of firearm and ammunition following the seizure of a handgun on Sunday. The Elliston Road police report that about 8:45 p.m. Cousins was driving a Nissan motor car along South Camp Road in Kingston when he was signaled to stop at a police military checkpoint. The police say the vehicle was searched and one Taurus 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 6 9mm rounds was found in the trunk. According to the police, a further search of the vehicle revealed 4 9mm rounds of ammunition. He was arrested and charged. Now, we spoke recently about a situation at a school where a parent physically assaulted a teacher. I mean, one of the many cases. See? Cops hold the parent for busting teacher's face. The parent who attacked a teacher at Dumfries Primary School in St. James last Thursday is now in police custody but has not yet been charged. The attack on the teacher resulted in her being hospitalized for 2 days with injuries to her face. According to reports, the parent stormed into the school requesting to speak to the principal because he was not pleased that his child's homework was not marked by her class teacher. An argument developed with the teacher, Anisha McFarlane, who was allegedly struck several times, resulting in bruises and cuts to her face. Principal Joan Williams Montague, who was not on the compound at the time of the incident, condemned the abuse of the teacher, but also expressed surprise that the attack was carried out by someone who was held in high esteem by the school. Last Wednesday, one of my teachers could not make it to classes, so the grade 5 teacher who was attacked had to fill in and substituted with an overpacked classroom, the principal told the Gleaner. It would have been impossible for her to mark all the students' books that afternoon. Montague told the Gleaner that the accused participates in Parent-Teachers Association activities and that his daughter is a well-behaved and brilliant child. We condemn any act of violence against our teachers, as they also function as parents, nurses and counselors to the children on a day-to-day basis. They deserve maximum respect, said Montague. She said that Dumfries Primary would be enforcing a strict policy governing schoolyard access to parents and issue tough rules outlining or outlawing misconduct. Citing teachers are the bedrock of our society, are we? The principal said she will take a zero tolerance approach. We will not tolerate these monstrous attacks that are taking place on our teachers. The attack on McFarlane came in the same week when a group of men, including a parent, injured the Dean of Discipline, security guard, and a student at the Cornwall College. This is at least the 5th attack on teachers in St. James by irate parents since last November. Ms. McFarlane has since been released from hospital and is now recuperating at home. I don't have nothing to say about the situation. I just present the information. Because I'm tired of talking. You understand what I say? But you know what happened? One parent I got attack the wrong teacher. And I will cover the story. And I say, one parent or a child I got attack the wrong teacher. And I will cover the story. Then we'll talk about it. One of 3 suspects who shot taxi driver in St. Andrew held by the police. So we're in the death announcement section. So brace yourself. I want to know. Brace thyself. One of 3 suspects who on Monday shot a taxi operator is now in custody. This suspect was held when he turned up at a hospital to be treated for bullet wounds. It was reported that the taxi operator was sitting in his vehicle on Savannah Avenue in St. Andrew about 12:10 a.m. when he was pounced on by 3 gunmen. One of the attackers stole his cell phone. They then shot the taxi operator in the shoulder and right thigh. The taxi operator, who is a licensed firearm holder, returned gunfire. He drove to the hospital and has been admitted in stable condition. Big up yourself, Mr. Taxi Operator. I am happy that the taxi driver survived. See it? I wish all 3 of them him did get rid of. You understand what I say? Yeah, man. So taxi driver, big up yourself. Yeah, man. I did this video, and you know, the day before I did this video, I said to myself, but teach, you think Lily Dog, man, cause from January, from the year start, I don't remember having a video trending since the start of January. I mean, normally have like all 5 video trend one time, or 5, 6, 7, 8 video trend for the month. I guess because, you know, with work, I mean, I cover certain stories again, and the murder business. And funny enough, I did the video, and the video is trending. As Killer said yesterday, teacher me know. So when you put out positive content, nobody don't watch it. But from a negative and gossip and violence, it go viral. He was talking to somebody when he made that reference to me because we did son about do some work. See him? Same thing that I have been saying a long time now. Bloody 72 hours in Jamaica leaves 9 dead and several hospitalized. Since this video, a number of other people have been murdered. But hold on. I know some people don't watch the video because about 24,000 views the video get and thing. But the St. Andrew North and Central Police had their hands full on Sunday night. And I want to add up the murders them, and these are not all the murders that occurred in the week, many more. The St. Andrew North Police and Central, North and Central, had their hands full from Sunday night through to Monday as crime scene investigators tagged body after body in a whirlwind of violent crimes. Peter, when him say nobody not watch it, it means not even one person, but very few people watch it, brother. That's a facts. That's a facts. If you're talking about the reference to people not watching positive videos versus negativity, I have said that a million times, brother. And as a person who runs a YouTube channel, I can tell you that is a fact. Seeing videos that are educating the public and are sharing valuable information, people are too interested in it. But anything we have to do with negativity and gossip and sus go viral, brother. Are the reality that there's no lie in that, a fact that, brother. See, I can give you a million different instances. On Sunday, a double killing rocked the usually quiet community of Getmore Gully, also called Brockway, in the Golden Hill district of Kingston 9. So this is the house where that incident occurred. An odor emanating from a 3-bedroom house triggered residents' suspicion about 4 p.m. The bodies of 2 men were found partially decomposed. They were reportedly stabbed to death and their bodies discovered in separate rooms. They have been identified as 27-year-old Sean D. Williams and 20-year-old Dane Golding, otherwise called Legendary, of Waterhouse and Central Village addresses, respectively. They address them kind of, let me ask myself a few questions in my head, but let them stay there. So, residents said that the men who recently moved into the community were last seen on Thursday. Investigators were also called to a crime scene in Craig Hill district along the Gordontown Main Road when an ex-cop turned taxi operator was murdered. Dead is 35-year-old Jerome Welch of Quarry Hill district in Spanish Town. Reports are that a motor car that was being driven by Welch was found crashed into an embankment about 10:10 p.m. Welch was seen lying behind the front passenger seat. Investigators found 2 handkerchiefs and a stainless steel knife inside the red Toyota motor car. And preliminary investigation suggests strangulation as a possible cause of death. Crime scene investigators were forced to scurry to the scene of a brazen daylight murder at a service station. Yes, son. Crime scene investigator, them tired. You see? Boy, me I tell you. Where a pump attendant was murdered about 11:45 a.m. on Monday, across from the Constant Spring Road Plaza strip near Halfway Tree. Dead is 9-year-old Kevon Mackenzie of a Grand Spen address. Reports are that Mackenzie was attending to a motorist when one of 2 men on board a motorcycle alighted with a gun and shot him several times. The gunman then fled on the waiting motorcycle. Mackenzie was taken to the Kingston Public Hospital where he was pronounced dead. There are videos of the shooting currently circulating on social media. Bike again. Man in midday in a woody in blazing heat. Ah, boy. Police investigators are now seeking to piece together clues into Tuesday night's drive-by shooting in Akiwak, St. Andrew that left 3 people dead and 5 others nursing gunshot wounds. Ah, boy. It never stops. It never stops. Never stop. Dead is 18-year-old Adonis Ibert. The other 2 victims are 33-year-old Omar Morris, also called Chase, and 45-year-old bus driver Evroy Ibert, also called Buzzer. 5 other persons remain in hospital nursing gunshot wounds. And the gunman reportedly traveling in 2 motor cars drove up and the occupants opened fire indiscriminately about 8 p.m. in the vicinity of 142 Mullines Road in St. Andrew. Also, it gets worse. A man accused of murdering 2 women at a house on Knowles Road in Mandeville, Manchester on Wednesday morning is now in police custody. Police report that the suspect was nabbed in a dragnet a few hours after the crime. I must take the opportunity to say well done to the police for their quick thinking and actions to detain and arrest the perpetrator, the alleged perpetrator. Blessings Godfrey said the police them confused. What do you mean by that, bro? According to a news release by the Jamaica Constabulary Force's Corporate Communications Unit, after being alerted to the scene of the murder about 1:55 a.m., investigators worked quickly to identify the suspect and thereafter set up a roadblock along the Williamsfield main road in the parish where he was nabbed. The man, who is believed to be the estranged boyfriend of one of the women killed, is to be interviewed in the presence of his attorney. So dead are 29-year-old Shanika Dixon. She is the lady in the spaghetti strap blouse. I think that's what you call the blouse. What kind of color that? Beige, brown, one color, yeah, man. I know a color thing. I know black and white and red and white and then color there. So 29-year-old Shanika Dixon and 35-year-old Lara Mullings, a bartender of a Lincoln Road, Mandeville, Manchester address. They were found with gunshot wounds inside a house. It is understood that Miss Mullings had been visiting with Miss Dixon for the past 3 weeks, and Miss Dixon's 3 children, which is the Empress with the straight ear, who were in the house were not armed. We thank God for that, because sometimes these men, them just kill everybody them say. So the children were spared. God is good even on a bad day. Investigators say the assailant gained entry. You understand? The man did intent on killing them. Investigators says the assailant gained entry by removing louvers from a section of the house. Well, a window from a section of the house. It is believed that the incident stems from a domestic dispute. I saw an article where residents were accusing Miss Dixon of treating the man a particular type of way. But I'll probably share that on Sunday. I couldn't bother with it, I'm tired. You understand? So this is the window. The man pop it out of the wall, remove the glass louvers and enter the house. So he was intent on killing the woman. I don't know if he had intentions of killing the other lady who was visiting Miss Mullins. But that's how the thing reach. See me? So see there, man rip it. Bop out the thing out of the wall, brother. See? As a matter of fact, that kind of show me say them grill thing and not even really to make no sense more time. You see me? Because if that can come out so easy, then the man that broke in your own said time, man. You see me? But that grill there probably need one little X out on the end there. And it probably still not go matter. It probably need to bury deeper still. Yo, it things that away, brother. But we're not done with the murder yet, you know. It'll be a murder, them not done it. That just 72 hours where 9 people were killed. Probably more than 9, but a 9 me count. based on the information we did have. See? Trelawney taxi operator murdered outside his house. The Trelawney police are probing the murder of a taxi operator whose body was found with a chop wound at his home in the parish on Wednesday morning. The deceased has been identified as 67-year-old Carl Patrick, Sr., alias Pat, of Kettering, Duncans in Trelawney. Reports are that about 6 a.m., the body of the taxi operator was discovered by a passerby lying beside his motor vehicle in a pool of blood. The deceased was holding a padlock in one of his hands and his left front pants pocket was turned out. The car engine was still running when the police arrived on the scene. Still not done. Man shot dead in attack at school near Duhaney Park police station. A 25-year-old man was shot and killed in a brazen daylight attack on the playfield of a primary school in Duhaney Park, St. Andrew, today. The deceased has been identified as Shamar Wright. Police reports are that about 10:20 a.m., police engaged in various activities in the vicinity of the school heard explosions. Persons engaged in various activities in the vicinity of the school heard explosions and alerted the police. A team of officers later arrived at the location, and during a search, the body of Wright, whose general address was not disclosed, was found. Reports are that the attack disrupted activities at the school, which is close to the Duhaney Park police station. Policeman's mother killed, and it is believed to be an act of reprisal. A suspected reprisal killing has left a cop motherless. So Tita, I think that's the pronunciation, Francis, was shot and killed at about 11:47 a.m. yesterday, Thursday, in Angels Drive, Old Harbour Glades in St. Catherine. According to reports, the 57-year-old shopkeeper was in her shop when 3 thugs entered forcefully and attacked her. Shortly after, multiple shots were heard and the men quickly ran from the shop and escaped. Francis was then discovered by a resident suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. The shopkeeper suffered shots to the neck, abdomen, and foot. She was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital where she died while being treated. The cop was involved in a fatal shooting in the same community on the 31st of January, and Francis' murder is said to be a reprisal. Boy. Clive Blair, Senior Superintendent of Police for St. Catherine South, confirmed the reports. I can confirm that this happened, but I cannot comment on it at this moment. The killing follows a triple murder. Well, never mind that, but there must be some things. Listen to this now. Francis' son, a cop, was involved in a fatal shooting in the same community last week Friday. During that incident, a man identified as 24-year-old Danny Yanni Grover, them also call him Yanni, was cut down. The police officer reported that Grover aimed a firearm at him during a confrontation and was shot dead. A .38 revolver containing 5 live rounds of ammunition was reportedly taken from Grover. The policeman had later reported to his superiors that threats were being made against his life by persons who claimed to have been aggrieved by Grover's death. However, the suspect in the shooting is now in police custody. So, suspect in relation to cop's mother's murder in Old Harbour. The St. Catherine South police are reporting that one of the suspects in relation to the killing of Miss Francis is now in police custody. The man whose name is being withheld turned himself into the Old Harbour police on Friday, February 7, which is this morning. You understand what I'm saying? He is to be interviewed in the presence of his attorney. Boy. When you think the murder them done? Painland tense following killing of alleged area leader. There are reports of tension in sections of the Southwest St. Andrew community of Painland following the fatal shooting of a reported area leader last night. The murdered man has been identified as 33-year-old Kevin Cole, who sources say is better known as Impact Jackson. The source say Cole was the area leader for the section of Painland known as Low Rise. The police have confirmed the killing, which they report happened about 8:30 p.m. on Payne Avenue, close to the entrance of the Haile Selassie High School. According to police, Cole was attacked by assailants who shot him several times. Investigators are yet to establish a motive for the killing. Cole was one of 2 persons murdered in the South St. Andrew division yesterday, where a state of emergency is in effect. The other victim has been identified as 25-year-old Shamar Wright, who was fatally shot on a playfield in Duhaney Park, as I was telling you earlier. Murder them still not done. 51-year-old St. Elizabeth man shot dead at home. The police are investigating the presumed shooting death of a man whose body was found at his home in Stonefield, Barbary Hall, Southwest St. Elizabeth on Wednesday. The deceased has been identified as 51-year-old Michael Taylor, also known as Jumbo of Stonefield. Police say that on Monday night, February the 3rd, residents of Stonefield reported hearing loud explosions in their community. However, follow-up checks revealed nothing further. Then on Wednesday, Taylor's brother paid a visit to his home, only to find a decomposing body on a bed with gunshots casings nearby. Taylor lived alone, says police. Taylor's death brings to 6 the number of murders in St. Elizabeth since the start of the year, compared to 2 for the corresponding period last year. Despite the uptick, head of the St. Elizabeth Police Division, Superintendent Samuel Morgan, told the Jamaica Observer that the police are not daunted and are committed to maintaining safety and security. Ah, boy. Me assume so nothing the murder them done. Hold on. A man has been taken into custody following the discovery of a body in a shallow grave in bushes in St. James on Wednesday. The body is believed to be that of missing businessman 43-year-old Haley Jackson, an inventory manager of Peters Avenue in Montego Bay. Police reported that Jackson was last seen alive at his home in Peters Avenue about 5:30 a.m. on Wednesday, January 29. A missing person report was made at the Freeport police station. But Wednesday morning, the police, acting on information, traveled to the retirement community where they carried out a number of snap raids, resulting in 2 men being taken into custody, including the suspect in Jackson's disappearance. The police then went to a section of the community which borders Gutters district and carried out another search where the body was found. I am sure there were other murders committed across the country between Sunday and today. They didn't reach my list yet, probably Sunday. Sad state of affairs. It really appears. Sad state of affairs. I didn't even know if you're telling us. I'm put on back a glass and talk about some more things. Wrecker racket. Operators accused of plundering pockets of poor people, stealing revenue from the government. The government has signaled its intention to amend legislation governing the seizure of motor vehicles by wrecker operators in a bid to stamp out rampant corruption, which has been cited as pillaging the poor and creaming off state funds. The promised reform will bring onside hundreds of bus and taxi operators who often describe the actions of the police and transport authority officers as malicious. Speaking at a transport authority Hope National Service Corps drivers training launch in St. Andrew recently, Transport Minister Robert Montague argued that unscrupulous police were deliberately using latitude in interpreting the law to punish public operators as part of a scheme to shake them down for money. The minister said that he would seek to close the discretionary loophole, giving law enforcement officers the option to either ticket motorists or seize their vehicles. If Montague has his way, motorists will have to be ticketed for breaches of traffic laws or other stipulations. Montague was emphatic in his denunciation of graft as an accepted norm of the streets. The amount of corruption that is involved in the wrecking of people's vehicles show that they take up people's vehicle And as you go around the corner, a man calls you and say, if you pay money, we'll let the vehicle go. Sometimes they seize the vehicle and it does not reach the pound. There's a lot of corruption in the seizure of poor people's vehicle, and we have to acknowledge it, he said, revealing he had been a victim of the scam. His call has received the backing of Egerton Newman, the president of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services, I don't know what that name is so long, who has often expressed his dissatisfaction with the treatment of cabbies and busmen by the police. I not read no more of this. We know so this are going from a long time, so I hope them sort it out. Because them policemen are not easy and them wrecker friend. Some of the policemen them even want the wrecker them. You understand? And then you have some policemen who have taxis and buses on the road where break every law possible and nobody can touch them vehicle because them just call them police friend and that end. The trending king. Yes, so I go on. The trending thing kind of load me recently and I just got me now focus on certain local topic again still. So you never know and then we do a topic about local murder and them. So you know what them topic they go viral, but we are try internationalize the channel. Ah boy. So peeps, politics time, you know, silly season come around. I have been monitoring the developments surrounding the resignation of Clarendon Southeast MP Rudyard Spencer and the installment of Pernell Charles Jr. as the Jamaica Labour Party standard bearer for the constituency. There has been pronouncement by the Prime Minister that the by-election is slated for the 2nd of March. Many people are saying that's a waste of taxpayers' money because it is estimated to cost about $25 million for the by-election. And people are saying that why would you call a by-election when a general election is pending and possibly will be called this year? and the PNP has stated that they are not interested in contesting a by-election. I don't know if that will harm or benefit the People's National Party. See? Yes, what I say? I don't know. I don't know. So we are watching. There are a number of persons, or there is some disquiet in the constituency as people are saying that Rudyard Spencer was forced out. My understanding is that he will be sent to Germany as an ambassador or a high commissioner. I don't know if that is to appease him. I don't know if, similar to how Othniel Lawrence was given a 3-year contract worth too much $1 million a year after he gave up the Centre and Northwest constituency, which Rural Reid was installed in. I mean, I don't know, I just think about it, you understand? But I suppose that, and I am wondering why Pernell Charles Jr. was not given the opportunity to lead the constituency that his father will be vacating eventually, seeing that Adesem grew up. I mean, I don't know, you know, a politics thing, you ask yourself some questions sometimes. So I suppose Andrew is clearing the way for two of his young guns. One, Robert Nesta Morgan, that fellow, and Pernell Charles. So them a do them thing, and we are watch it and see, you know, a silly season. So we are going to preach. So peeps, my time at the dance, money talk. You know, funny enough, before I came on stream, I purchased my Trans Jamaica Highway IPO shares. I've been telling you from the devil was a boy that I have been waiting on this one. I was hoping that the share price was similar to that of Wicton, but that was not the case. Wicton was sold for 50 cents during the IPO. It has been traded for over $1 at different intervals. So that is basically doubling your money. The Trans Jamaica IPO is currently out. I think it will be open officially to the public on the 17th. But I can purchase. I would have purchased today because NCB is the lead broker, but JMMB is also a broker. And JMMB is my platform at this point in time. I was trying to complete the online application process for NCB, but it's kind of tedious and long. I can't bother with that. So my name bother. And then, so I would have purchased today, not today, since night. And the cost price for a share is $1.41 Jamaican, and the minimum amount of shares that you have to buy is 1,000. See? So, may I share some information. Trans-Jamaica Highway, Jamaica's largest IPO, is set to hit the road on February the 17th. As I said, being a part of the JMB online platform, I was able to purchase already. See? I want to invest in Jamaica Stock Exchange. It went up 30% in 2019. Good plan, brother. So details of the initial public offer IPO for a Trans-Jamaica Highway are now out. It is the most anticipated IPO since the government's sale of Wigton Wind Farm to the public last year via the Jamaica Stock Exchange. So Wigton was my first purchase on the stock market, and now I have a portfolio with about 10, 11, 12 stocks. I need to top up some of them, but you know what I mean, a ability. The prospectus was published on the JSC website earlier in the week. So $1.41, that is the price for one share in the Trans-Jamaica Highway. It is pricier than Wigton, which was only 50 cents, but it's still affordable enough that the minimum purchase of 1,000 shares will cost $1,500. You know how much $1,500 would dash and waste? Zane? Teach, is it better to have multiple brokers? Yes, because some IPOs are brokered only by some companies. Like Mailpart the other day, I think NCB was the only broker. So it means that you would have, like me who is on JMB, I had to wait until it was listed to purchase it. Where you know the list price will be greater than the IPO offer price. So it is always good to have more than one platform. I think I will do NCB and Sagicor eventually, because some IPOs are only brokered by some companies. So it is not really wise to have all your shares one place either. So them look at things there. So I plan to join the NCB online, the NCB investment club soon, but it just tedious sometimes in terms of the online application process. I'm 8 banks. I 8 spending 3/4 a day in the bank. That means I don't have time for that. You understand what I say? And thing. So JCSD fees and GCT have been waived, making it even more affordable. The government is selling 8 billion shares in the toll road company, which runs nearly 50 kilometers of highway roads in total, and includes toll plazas in Maypen, Vineyards, Spanish Town, and Portmore. I use all the toll plaza almost on a weekly basis, especially since I have been doing the interviews. I have gone to many places to interview artists. As a matter of fact, I went to Clarendon on Tuesday to interview an artist down in Maypen region there, Toll Road again. When we got interview Little Era the other day, highway again, that one they're very expensive. When we got Mandeville last Saturday to interview artists, highway again. All about the place, highway. So I have been using the highway. Thousands of people, millions per year use the highway. So right now, I own piece of the highway. Then you know, see me as a business owner. You understand? If fully subscribed, they would raise more than $11 billion from the sale. They have also included an option to sell an extra 2 billion shares, netting them a total of $14 billion if the offer is oversubscribed. Nearly 90 million shares are set aside for NROC, employees, and key operating parties. Nearly 300 million are reserved for e-tag users on record as of February 14, which is today. Another 830 million shares are earmarked for the public sector workers. Me not that look at something there, you understand? But me just buy my shares. I mean, everybody will over long talking. Damian Scott said, teach if you're in the UK. Yeah, man. The NCB IPO Go platform facilitates that. I also think that Sagicor, I'm not sure if Sagicor do it. Zine, and JMB, but I think you have to create an investment account with JMB first, then sign up for the money line platform, and then you just need to add money to your account and purchase stocks. Zine, so you can purchase stocks, and I think also the Jamaica Stock Exchange is also working on a platform, or there may be a platform out run by the Jamaica Stock Exchange where you can actually purchase stocks from anywhere in the world. You understand what I say? So yeah, shall we there now? 2 billion shares are reserved for the underwriters, NCB and JMMB, and another 2 billion are reserved for registered pension funds. So most of the reserve me kind of fall into. So me is a JMMB person. Me not really have no e-tag right now, but also I am a public sector worker. So whichever way shares it for me, but me buy for me them already. I might buy some more because I was thinking to buy 100,000 shares, Zane, but I there save a local thing, but then I have to do some other local things, and I would have spent over $100,000 to purchase shares since then, about 103,000, so about 73,000 shares. So I then probably want to top it up to 100,000 shares, and hopefully when it lists it double, I just sell off some of them back and double money immediately. I reckon they broke out of brokenness like, you understand? The offer opens on Monday, February 17, and it's scheduled to close on Monday, the 9th of March. Long. So like Wicton, the government has decided on a bottom-up basis of allocation for shares in the general pool. This will ensure that people applying for small amounts won't get left out and will have their orders filled before large applicants. However, there is a first-come, first-served basis for those applying for reserved shares. According to NROC, some 24 million vehicles used the East-West Highway last year. Traffic on the toll road has grown 5% each year from 19 million in 2014. So the company is growing. Then good thing that the company is reporting revenues of nearly US 54 million for the year end, December 31st. They need to make some more money than that still. They can get some. The bulk of that coming from the Portmore leg, raking in $27 million last year, US that is, despite being the shortest of the routes, just 6.5 kilometers long. And NCB Capital Market is the lead broker for the Trans-Jamaican IPO. But JMMB is also a broker and thing. As I said, and normally I don't disclose much shares I buy in a company, but I intend to purchase 100,000 shares here, Zane, and thing, and hopefully it lists about $4 or $3. Hopefully double. Yes, and then first day it lists. If the price is right, I sell off of them and recoup my expenditure like and purchase some more stocks. So I work in the peeps. Build a portfolio, you know. No, DS Electronics and a portion of other people have been asking me to do a stock roundup. Zane, teach what kind of paperwork do I need if I don't have a Jamaica ID or TRN. I would have to find that out, lawful. I would have to find that out and get back to you. Good question. I will try to provide that information on Sunday. Zane, I will try to provide that information on Sunday. But I know that you can trade from anywhere in the world using the J Stock Exchange platform, the NCB IPO Go, and also the Jamaica and JMMB Moneyline. So there are many platforms out there. Zane, I know lawful use a stock, man. So, I know you're going to find a way. But I'll try to get the information for you, bro. Just remind me. Stock roundup. 73 stocks traded this week. The JSE Combined Index advanced on Friday with an advanced decline ratio of 37 to 24. Me don't understand what that means. Me I go find out. But I tell you. Some people out there understand. Let me give you information. The index advanced by 1,168,000 points to close at 477,898.37. Zane? No, 168,089. The JSE index advanced. That part of them, let me tell you the part when you're interested in. Zane? So the overall market, 73 stocks traded, 37 advanced. Zane? So you had more stocks making money than losing. 24 decline and 12 traded firm. Traded firm means anything you did that trade for at the start of the week in increase or decrease, while 37 would have advanced, so the stock price would have increased, and 24 declined. So you lose money on them one day. The winners were Pulse, who gained 24%, and they are now trading at $8.02. Sagicor X Fund gained 12.3%, now trading at $9.60. Proven Investment gained 11%, now trading at 31 cents really. And Limneers and Brad gained 10.8%, now trading at $2.84. And Blue Power Group gained 9.5%, now trading at $3.66. The losers, me not have no stock in our losers thing. Me don't plan to buy a Fontana one at a time, but me not bother. So the losers included Siboney, down 17%, now trading at 10 cents. Cygnus credit down by 7.3%, now trading at 17 cents. Salada Foods down 6%, trading now at $30. Jamaica Stock Exchange, they are down by 4.2%, now trading at $29.88. I probably buy Jamaica Stock Exchange stocks one at a time, maybe. Fontana Pharmacy is now down 3.9%, trading at $6.21. So the market volume, the stocks which traded the most was Wicton Wind Farm, Zin, with 11.9 million units exchanging hands, trade changing hands. Sagicor Select Fund, 10.7 million units. And I don't have Sagicor Select Fund, but I have Sagicor Select Manufacturing and Distribution, which traded 4.7 million units. So these are the hot stocks right now. Wicton, Sagicor Select Fund, and Sagicor Select Manufacturing. So those were the greatest volume of trade throughout the week. So the winners again: Pulse, Sagicor X Fund, Proven Investment, Limneers, and Blue Power. So if people have them stocks, so they make look of money like. You understand? So as I said, the stock thing, me still learn it. Me still I get a feel of it and thing, but me I try off it. You understand? I think there's only one stock in my portfolio that I have lost money on since I started, and that's NCB. I think when I purchased NCB, it was about $200 per share. It is now $188. Zane, probably is sell some other shares somewhere and buy some more of the NCB at $188 with the hope of it increasing to $200 in the future. You have to wise. You understand? So, I might take that step there and see how it goes. So, I'm going to wrap up now, peeps. The last story is a story relating to Vybz Kartel. There were rumors abound on social media earlier in the week, about Monday or Tuesday, that a ruling has been handed down in the Vybz Kartel appeal. And you know, people saying teach, saying purchase it. No, me not, me purchase it. Yeah, no, me not one piece right now. Me and Michael Leachin a business partner. Then Michael Leachin, you understand, me one piece of NCB like, you know. You understand? So recently, tongues were sent wagging as rumors circulated that the much anticipated judgment in the case of incarcerated artist Vybz Kartel had been delivered and that the DJ had won his appeal. According to sources, inmates at the Tower Street Adult Correctional Facility were in a jubilant mood as the DJ allegedly celebrated his long-awaited victory. WhatsApp statuses were updated and pictures of the embattled DJ with congratulatory messages attached were seen making the rounds in various groups. It is nothing but rumor. We have not got a date for the judgment as yet, said Valerie Nita Robertson. The man then said the DJ did I celebrate with inmates. Whoa. Ouch. Ingrid said, Teach, can you please find out? Miss Ingrid, look like you just joined mommy. Yeah, man, I said Jamaicans anyway can purchase stocks if they have an NCB investment account, a JMMB investment account, a Jamaica Stock Exchange account, or possibly Sagicor. I think Sagicor as a online platform as well. Zane. But first, I think you need to set up these platforms and then you can purchase stocks from anywhere. You understand? As long as you have the money in the account or you use your debit card or your credit card, I suppose. So yes, Miss Ingrid, you can purchase stocks anywhere as long as you are on one of those platforms where teach how to open any one of those. With the NCB, I cannot speak to persons in the diaspora, but I know that if you have an NCB account, no, you can sign up online, but they will need some documentations. I don't know if your overseas documentations are applicable. I cannot speak to that. Or you have to come a yard, come sort out the thing. Then for the JMMB, if you have a JMMB investment account, you just need to sign up for the money line thing, and then you are able to purchase. I don't go into JMMB to purchase or sell stocks. I purchase stocks using some form of electronic device. So I suppose you can do that from anywhere in the world. Yeah? And thing. So yeah, man, you can purchase stocks from anywhere you're there as long as you are on one of these platforms. So you can probably go on the NCB website and search for the IPO, go sign up and try to sign up and see if it works. I cannot tell you exactly how to go about the JMMB situation online. I don't know if you can sign up online. I know when I did the Moneyline thing, which is their online platform, I had to go into the bank and sign up some papers and thing, then completed the signing up process online and things. All I do is just sign in, check for my stocks, so I make money, so when I make the money, cost, you understand, and try to make some more money. So, as I said, what we probably need to do is probably invite somebody on from these companies for one of the stream, teach why online though, because me not have the time for going to bank, Miss Lindsay. Me not have time for turn up in another line. A world not this again. You understand? Based on my schedule, me not have the time for that, Empress. You understand? Online me thing there. Me know so some people will say it's not safe, but right now I just decide it because you're going online go turn up said we and then rob you. You understand? And you then turn up one whole day, so you turn up one whole day if you get robbed, then me don't know. Then will Trans Jamaica pay by the, I am not sure if it's a dividend stock. As yet, I haven't gone through the prospectus, but I have not seen anywhere where it says it will pay dividends. I'm not certain about that, so I cannot say anything really there. What I'll probably do is to probably invite somebody from JMMB and somebody from NCB to probably one of the Sunday nights to shed some more light. Then I probably open the phone lines as well so people can call in and ask questions. Because we have equipment we can take about 3-4 phone call one time. Anything, progress. But that's a podcast. But we can always bring it across over here, something. Get someone on the show to talk about it, teach. Good idea. Yes, Damien. I have been asked that many times, but I never get around to it yet. Still so many things to do. So I say, my schedule, remember, I am a teacher, man. So from 7:30 to 2:45 most days, or 3:10 on a Thursday when I have a late class, I'm there at work. Then by the time I left work and go back, I turn up in a line, and then many afternoons I have an interview for go do, or I have one video for go do or something. Then online thing, I think they rather online business I send a beer. Yeah, because it bang thing and my thing. I can't deal with them the line there. You understand? Plus, me get all here, man. You see me? So, you know one thing go. Based on my schedule, them things, if I forget a bank, then me leave about I want the money. I just so me stay with the bank thing. Me doesn't like it at all. You see? So, peeps, that are the situation. The cartel situation is just another hoax. See? Probably some ego people get up and do some things and them something there. And them something there. I just put 250 grand in it, teach. What you think? Yeah, that not sound bad, brother. That not sound bad at all. Hopefully, when it lists, it lists at least one $2, $53, so you can double up that quick and fast. You know what I mean? That not sound bad. I think I will just level off at 100,000 shares. Seeing some probably need to spend one next, probably 25 grand there about. And thing. If you level that off, and we see where we go from there, so. Seeing? Sorry guys, I wish it was being sold for 50 cents though. If it did sell for 50 cents, then I'm winning that. But you know what thing go? There's a lot going for JA. The country can make money in this young market. it has been one of the best performing stock markets in the world for the past 3 to 5 years, brother. You understand, man? There are many persons in Jamaica who have gotten rich via the stock market. Yeah? So, me a try out for it too. Then me not swan the pitney. What? Richness can't fit me. Right now, richness so then look nice beside me. Then me don't know. You understand? So, we are work on it. So, peeps, I am just sharing information. It is up to you whether or not you want to invest your money. See, and just know that with any form of investment, there's a risk. See, you can win and you can lose. You understand what I say? And you have to be patient. These IPO things are not to make a quick buck. Some of them are long-term investments. See, what I might do for me is when the stock is listed, depending on the list price, I might sell some of the shares and then wait until it decline to purchase them back at a cheaper price and go and hold them. Wisdom. You understand what I say? And thing. And as I said with the NCB, I think the NCB is probably the highest performing stock on the stock exchange. And I know that the NCB stock will revalue. So I don't even worry about that. What I probably need to do is buy some at 188 and go and hold on upon them for a brighter day. You understand? When the sun comes out to play. Zane, what is the lowest you can start with? For Trans Jamaica, it's 1,000 shares, which is approximately 1,500 Jamaican dollars. Yeah, so yeah, most of the IPO, most of the stocks are 1,000 at the minimum. You understand? So, yeah, that's the thing there. Progress over here, Cookie. Me not tell you, man. You see me? Right, I'm saying right now, Michael Leach is my business partner, and me and him on NCB. And some more people. Then so it thing go. Zane. And for the persons who are probably curious, I have stocks, shares in Barita, Wicton, Carreras, Wesinco, Supreme Ventures Limited, Nuts for the Express, Mailpack, Sagicor Select Fund, the manufacturing one. Me remember, yeah, man. We have some stock somewhere. You see, so a bill we are thing. See, and I don't purchase stocks in company until I do extensive research. See, they may read them financial statements and some local things. You understand? I want to build a stock portfolio where it's solid. Solid. As me I say, we come from poor beginnings, humble beginnings, poor background. We don't plan to stay like that. And this is a way to make your money work for you. Sizzler fans a big thing. But I just give you some information, Sizzler fan, more than that you want. You see me? So we are taking on the thing, peeps, and as me I say, with the investment thing, you have to wise. You know, just buy stocks, see. You have to find the people them who know it, the people them who can advise you. You understand what I say? And thing. And this is how you build generational wealth. See, if unfortunately you should pass on early, it is there for your children. You understand? And them things there. So you have to just balance the thing. Because at the end of the day, I'm telling you, say your two greatest objectives in life is to be better than your parents and give your children a better life than the life that you had. Then you would have achieved greatness in life. That's my thing. I am in New Orleans and things I have seen. Trust me, we just don't know about it. College man one, big up yourself, brother. I made money in the day with the stock market. Okay. Probably need to make some more again, Jen. MLC. You understand? More money did I make, man. I want to make so well. Maybe I make a little still. I have not sold a single stock since I have purchased stocks. I am holding, watching. You understand? Riding out the waves and the storm. My investments are really long term, but what I'll probably do is probably sell some stocks to purchase other stocks. I think I want to purchase more Barita. I want to top up my Barita and NCB. Since I want to have 1,000 shares at least in NCB and Barita. Barita is expensive. I have also JMMB stocks. That one is performing very well. I never have about $250,000 to buy stocks that time because they're nice. On a local level, I know. So I will eventually probably sell some shares to purchase some other shares. I think I want Grace, Panjam. I'm going to remember who else. I'm soon telling one of them time. I have always liked Carib Cement and Jamaica and Kingston Wharves. but they have not been performing as well in recent times. So I watch them. Probably I know the best time to buy and hold. Yeah, man. Barita is good. Yeah, brother. What I want to do is, cause Barita stock about $70 for one, So them not cheap. So I want to have at least 1,000 shares for each of my stock. Most of them we have stocks. We have 60,000 shares and whole heap of shares, but them one the cheaper, like the expensive ones, we need at least. Okay, me have 1,000 NCB stock. Then you can start life with that, See? How much for 1,000 Barita? I think the Barita stock is now trading for $71 mash. So it depends on which day you try to buy it. Some day it might not the WAF, but Peter mate, the WAF make billions of dollars every year, brother. Billions upon billions upon billions of dollars, sir. You understand? But we are watch it, Peter, and see how it goes still. I'm not sure what you said, not that one, but me I watch it. Grace continue to expand. Grace is a solid company. Grace has been around from the devil was a boy. You understand? So history suggests that they are very strong. Seeing? Thing and thing. So you know what thing go. So we watch and we observe. Seeing? So the Trans Jamaica is out now. I have purchased my shares. As I said, I'll purchase because I want to level it off at 100,000 shares. And hopefully the list price will be nice. You understand? Imagine a list for y'all $5. I probably not going to list so much still, but then make me nice. You understand? Yeah, man. Carib Cement. Yeah, man. Carib Cement. And a whole lot of people reach out for Carib Cement and I pass, brother. But say Carib Cementing, but the thing with Carib Cement is that manufacturing is booming. Many housing developments and construction here, there, and everywhere. So that is why I am keeping an eye on that. And probably now is the best time to buy when the value of the stock is not great and eventually it will increase. You understand? But for the stock market, you're not going to reach overnight. Well, it could be. You understand? Like the JMMB, because when I bought the JMMB shares, I think it was $35.70 for one share. I know it is trading at about $46. So immediately you would eat a food. Seeing Jen, blessings my friend, really and truly appreciate the contribution. Find out if there is a lock-off period. Trans Jamaica close on the 9th of March. Lawful. I can tell you that out of the top of my head. I know that for a fact. So it closes the 9th of March, I think. Yeah, the 9th of March. See? So you have a couple of weeks for find out what go on and thing. Yeah, it depends on how much you put in there, Princess Leia. See? So if you're healthy, like say you did buy 1 million Wicton shares and it starts sell for $1, then you're good. Suppose you did buy 1 million JMMB shares. Yo, one day we're gonna reach this still, but we have build it first, then we kill it. Peeps, big up on yourself. Me cut it there, so. You understand? Everybody can find $1,500. Buy at least 1,000 stock. 1,000 shares. Seeing? You know how much $1,500 we waste? Buy all phone cards and go get girl we call next man. Understand? You know I go on, them you understand? You see me? And thing. Peeps. There are opportunities out there for us. Hello, teach. Some stocks drop because of the coronavirus. Even Apple. Yeah, man. Me know. And I was thinking that medical disposables would have increased because of that situation, but that is not the case. They are actually declined. They actually declined because I was keeping my eyes on them as well, And them something there. So we are watching and see what go on here, sir. And thing. Peeps, money is there to be made. You understand? Your situation today may not have to be the same next year if we tighten up. Because a lot of the money we spend, we don't need to spend it. You see me I say, right now, the money we may spend, if you not make the money, we not spend it. Apart from giving back to some people and helping some people. Because we try to do that. If the money we may spend now, not make the money, I not spend it. Right now, I probably going to change my phone. And the only reason why I change my phone is because that one I get a little problem. Sometimes the internet now pick up money. And I use my phone a lot. Like, the phone I've made a number of videos on this channel that have made money. You understand? My phone have to make link and keep link. So if that wasn't the case, I want to change it. I tap use it till it tap press. And that's something that's right now. If you don't make no money, you know, if you don't make dollars, it don't make sense. You understand? So that's the thing there. Auntie. Because you have to wise. We have wasted a lot of money in our young days. A floss and endorse, a party and a buy clothes and them something there. And we were misguided and I try to be hip and never realize the important things in life. But one of them not dash away. We know all our calls, so you know too late. We're still relatively young and we still have plans and dreams. And there are a lot of things, personal things, that I have not achieved or I do not own at this moment. I'm not stop till I own them things. I work, and a chicken me a jerk. But if a chicken a jerk and I work, then big up yourself. But me not a jerk chicken thing still. Teach, I get the new iPhone. No, you know, brother, you know, says an iPhone 7 Plus me a rock. Zane, me just think so the iPhone 11 just look a bit too expensive right now, brother. Me no think me need to buy one phone for $1,200 right now still. I'm kind of hold out till it drop like $100,000 like. Yeah, man, that me a wait pan. And them something. You know, when I like a Jamaica, and I like a friend me, I could trade in this and get off and go $300-400. So me have to wait. But me not think me want buy. Yo, 100 horse money that in brother. You understand? But that is the phone I want. I use an iPhone for my channel phone because me use a MacBook Pro, me use an iPad Pro. So I kind of invested in the Apple ecosystem right now. The personal phone is still an Android phone. Right now my personal phone is a LG V20. For sure you want to go on. I'm not interested if you buy a phone right now and you call me and hear me on that, my voice clear and nice, you know. Then I don't need to upgrade no phone right now because that phone don't really make me no money right now. That's my thing there. Yeah, Zane and thing. Yeah, man. So for the 11 Pro Max, 256 gig, about 1250 feet brand new. Then how much money that, brother? Then you can't live in your phone. Then me not have time for that. So me I go and wait. I find one refurbished one for a local money like. I probably jump on one of them time, but me have more important things to do, you know, brother. Imagine me use all, me spend 12 bills on an iPhone 11 right now, and I couldn't use that by stocks. You see me there? It don't make no sense. But eventually, because as I said, and the only reason why I change the phone is because sometimes it have connectivity issue. Sometimes you call me and not get me, sometimes I call you, me not get you neither, and them something there. So it go and do it thing. You understand me I say? And them something there. So, peeps, right now, if you not make no money, me not interested in it, you know. That can't stay. You understand me I say? Yeah, man. Peeps, big up on yourself. Friday night, enjoy your weekend. Zane, have something nice to drink, but if you must drink, do not drive. If you must drive, do not drink. Yeah? When you go road, load them big old phone there. Stop separating and sell it from an environment. That Bluetooth piece up there. It's not even cute, brother. So that's your way, man. Zane? Anting. You feel what I say? You must connect it to something. Keep your phones in your pockets and in your bags. Use them only when you need them. See them only for gold chain and bangles and fandangles. Yeah, you work for and your money by it. But people will take it from you. You understand what I say? And people will take your life in the process. Know what you do. If you must take public transportation, try to travel in a group. If you cannot travel in a group, know the do's and the don'ts. Take the license plate number. Send it go give somebody. Tell people you're there. Tell people where you go. Describe the car. Describe the driver. Always follow your instinct. If it feels wrong, it is absolutely wrong. Above all, trust no one. For the people that when remove them, make them update upon them WhatsApp status and then Facebook status and then Instagram status and status on the top. People are watching you. And everybody want to think on a friend. You understand what I say? Be careful. Nobody no need to know every detail of your life, family. For the people that when you live them life on social media in terms of them relationship and them private life, wanna stop. Your private life is called private for a reason. If you know what private mean, man, you go look for it in a dictionary. Using a smartphone and Google the word private. For the people them who are being afflicted by the Instagram syndrome. Wanna stop now, man. Stop trying to live people's best life. Live your best life. You understand what I say? Not a next man's life. You don't know what a man do for you live film life. And a lot of them people who you think I live good life, them are suffer too. A show. Pretends. You understand? And you sell out. Zane, for try 15. You understand me I say? Call when me are the only man with pants pan waist. Me nah follow nobody. You understand me I say? On the wall on the one man and stop be a clown man. What I'm telling you. Peeps, big up on yourself. And me I say, Miss Ruth Daly, Cookie Mama, Miss Joan Gray, Diamond Clark, Miss Millicent Thomas McDermott, Kanaika, Lyndon Johnson, Zane, Miss Grace Abel, Sizzler Fan, Damian Scott, Miss Ingrid Theater, Princess Leah, Cookie Mama, DS Electronics Unlimited, Iman, Peter May, David Gray, Lisa Lindsay, College Man 1, 6 parts. Big up yourself, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Who else in the building? Ali Dan. I know James Bond is debut one at a time. I don't know if Royal debut, you know. Big up yourself, you, if you're in the building. Zane, all of the people them when you watch and now comment. Manners and respect, you know. Kush Love Entertainment. Manners, you know. Father Mike Lewis. Star Life. You understand? No war, no strife. Father Ken Prosper. Big up yourself, you know. Troy Ferguson. Miss Winsome H. Big up yourself in the Empress. Manners and respect every time, you know. You know what I mean? Jonah Lewis, Daniel Scarlett, all of the people in the building. I appreciate the support. If you're there for the first time, big up yourself, you know. Lawful, big brother, big up. Zane, Lance Crooks, manners and respect, bro. You understand me? I say, yes, I. Dante Dan, Essence, Craig Creation, I know Craig's supposed to be about, you know. Gregory White, Elijah, Burgess, manners and respect, you know. You know what I mean? Yes, I. Sharm Lally, Sharm, you're still there, but big up yourself in a moment. Leroy Watson, still ask about the Louis Culture interview. Father Watson, you know, I don't think Louis Culture sitting on the roadside and wait for teach him interview him. So you have to go wait a little bit like. You understand? I've been trying to reach Louis, but I not get through to him. Everything take time, brother. I can't interview everybody one day, you know. So it take a little time. As Alkaline said, things take a little time, 7 Covenant Sound. Big up yourself in a family. Yeah, so I say Miss Sandra Bennett. Blessings every time, you know. So Louis Culture is one of my dream interview as well. I have a lot of respect and admiration for Louis Culture's music. You understand? So we work on that. The Oxygen, big up yourself, you know, brother. You know what I think? I appreciate the video. Here, sir. And thing. Zane. One of them things, brother. Sometimes the artists them not about, sometimes them unavailable, and sometimes the artists them not interested in an interview. Well, sometimes the artists them not interested in an interview with a particular man either. You understand what I mean? I say, so that's our next thing. Probably if you're not on stage or ER, and we're not, this is not for Louis, just some of the artists them. But eventually, we just go and put in the work, you know. And the work a find roots, you know, and a bear fruits, you know. You understand? Yeah, man, and by the sweat of your bro, man shall eat bread, you know. So you know what thing go. Howard, Harriet, blessings in the family. Man, as I'm speaking, I think the first time I see the name for the first time you pass through, big up yourself. You don't know, you go teach them. When it's Silver Cat, Gregory White. So I go left with him. Me interview Silver Cat Tuesday night gone. So left it there, so. See? But there's an interview before Super Cat. So, not Super, Bomba, supposed to be Super Cat. I interviewed Silver Cat Tuesday. I should have interviewed Richie Spice on Wednesday. That never happened for whatever reasons. Richie Spice, big up yourself. I would have interviewed an artist in Mandeville last Saturday. So you will see the Saturday interview Sunday, and Silver Cat interview you will see the following Sunday. Zane, Elijah's a merciless interview and favorite interview. The whole of them are my favorite and brother cause. But you know, but with each I have made mistake. Whether visually or in terms of question or some things, I'm trying to improve and work on that. See, but I appreciate the fact you enjoy that interview. Yeah, man. But the Silver Cat interview wrap up, brother. I just Barry J, big up yourself. So I can't tell you that much. So look out for that next week Sunday. The one this Sunday is of another artist. I'm not telling you who yet. You understand? And thing. Just know say I'm Mandel when I go do it. And it's not general degree, because people been say that. As a matter of fact, general degree has a death in his family. So condolences again, father degree, Zane. And you know what thing that we're there as soon as you're ready for your road. You know what I mean? Should have been interviewing degree soon, but because of the unfortunate situation surrounding a family member, that has to be put on hold. You know the thing go. You understand me? I say Jigsy King of the baddest. Jigsy King of sample bad. You understand me? I say you have to make mistakes to learn and teach. You know what thing go, Peter? So it's not where I want it. It's not even close to where I want it to be yet in terms of getting everything right. The audio is totally fine. I mean, I would have spent enough money where the audio can take care of itself. But you know, the camera, I don't shoot on automatic. I shoot everything on manual. So if I get everything right, sometimes is a pain. Seeing, you know, the camera thing, we never gone to school feed, so we are learn as we go along. As I would have said before, I want the picture thing to, you know what I mean? Nice. So, Gregory White, big up yourself. You see me? Peace. Big up on yourself, you know. Me, I left you now still. I don't love it talking today, but me do my run for the night. You understand what I say? I appreciate the support for all the persons who have contributed to the stream financially tonight. Really and truly appreciate it. So, Sharm Lally, Damian White, 876 Brogard, Lawful, Zane, Jen, MLC. Blessings, my friends. Really and truly appreciate the contribution. Blessings to all of the people that comment, Zane. All the people that share the stream or like the stream. Where you know what I mean? What a reason, and thing. Big up on yourself, peeps. Manners and respect. You see me, I say? And thing. Peeps! Enjoy your weekend. Walk good. See, an interview will, I think Winfred, bring him to your stage. You know, so he run across the mind, so me need to probably have Winford Williams share him story one of them days, you know. But we see how thing goes still. You understand? Everything possible, man. Everything possible with the teach, man. Because the thing I reach, man. You know what I mean? Peace. Big up on yourself. Walk good. Step with ya. Sunday, 8:30. Make it a date and don't be late. Don't look feet. Get book feet. Junior Biles, go and hold it. You understand? Because he who only thinks of vanity and no love for humanity shall fade away. Prophetic words, brother. Rodney Bounty Killer Price. Big up yourself in a Godfather. You don't think, you know. I just one general in the yard. 1972 witness the birth of a great. See if you Riverton Kalalu. Bed up on me plate. And I go no more. You understand me? I say, peeps. I'm out. Big up on yourself. Walk good. Step with ya. Blessings. XX Dogs. Miss Evelyn Brown. Ingrid. And Alcini. Big up on yourself. I'm out. Oh, I don't want to tell you, but then I plan for that. Hold on there. I mean, almost.
Teach them. Hey, yo, hello. Send the message and make it reach them. It's teach them. Right here. Warlord representing.